Hi everyone, hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Shelly and today I'm going to be talking through my September to be read list. It is an ambitious list. There is a ton going on in September, a lot of it great stuff, and I'm a joiner. I want to join in on a lot of stuff, and so sometimes I bite off a little more than I can chew, but I think this is manageable. Only time will tell, right? So we're going to be talking about Shorty September, SHAKETEMBER, and some buddy reads. And yeah, so let's just get started. The first event that I wanted to talk about is Shorty September. This is put on by Bert and Sean. They are a wonderful and sweet YouTube channel that is just a lot of fun, and they came up with 11 prompts for Shorty September, and the prompts have to do with choosing books that are short, hence Shorty September. And a short book can be defined as 200 pages or less, 250 pages and less. A little bit loose on the term short, but you know, we're kind of loosey-goosey over here on my channel anyway, so that's totally cool. And so yeah, so they have this printable prompts list, so you can write down what you want to read. And so yeah, and it's great. So I'm gonna link to their channel. I'll try and link to the printable version of this, and if I can't do that, I'll just link to their video where you can print one out yourself if you want to join in. But I love this. I love this challenge this event because I'm reading the 1001 children's books you must read before you grow up, and a lot of children's books are short. So I didn't want to choose picture books because I'm reading those really quickly, and I'm as soon as I finish reading a picture book, I read the review and all of that. I'll actually link to my video about where I talk about the project. And I know I've been kind of quiet about it on my channel, but I'm building something not super exciting. I'm building a Goodreads page dedicated to the project so that I can update more in live time what I've read and what I haven't read. And I'm still trying to figure out how I want to present some of my readings and some of my excitement around the readings, because there are about 350 children's books on the list, and I don't know how deeply I want to talk about them or if I just want to hold them up and show them. I'm still trying to figure out some of the details of my project, but that's all a part of a huge project like this. So I'm trying not to put not tons of pressure on myself, but you know, chip away at it as I can. So with all of that said, when Bert and Sean announced Shorty September, I was like, yes, this is the perfect project for me because I have a bunch of short kids books that I would like to read and that are on my list. So you're gonna get some of that and some that are just books that I wanted to read. Okay, and I'm officially calling the 1001 children's books that you must read before you grow up, I'm calling it the list. So I'll try and specify whether a book is on the list or not. Okay, so their first prompt, this is so cute. Okay, first prompt, Shorty Shorts, a book from the 70s and 80s. And for that, I have Bridge to Terabithia by Katherine Paterson. Had this for a long time. I've never read it. I hear it's a tearjerker and it's pretty short. It's only 130 pages about. So this is my Shorty Short. All right. Runway Fashion Shorts, a translated book. I have Lysistrata. I have never read Lysistrata, but I am trying to read more classics. This is not on the list, but it is on my personal list to read more classics, and I thought this was a great way to fit it in. All right, Granddad Shorts, a book you've had for a long time. And I have this, From the Mixed Up Files of Mrs. Basil E. Frankweiler by E.L. Konigsburg. I've never read this. This book was discarded from the library that I worked at, and I scooped it up then. And so I've had it for at least 6 years, maybe more, and I just have never read it, and this is on the list. Okay. Bermuda Shorts, a book set in another country. I have the Boy in the Striped Pajamas, and this is by John Boyne. I have never read this. I heard it's a tearjerker. I've heard many adults tell me what a wonderful read this is. It is set in Berlin, and I know that it's about the Holocaust, but in regards to the details or the storyline, I have no idea, but I do know that it's set in Berlin, Germany, and so that fits that prompt, and this is on the list. Okay, half and half shorts. Read a book, then watch the movie, or read the book of a movie you've already seen. So I have seen the television show, and that would be A Series of Unfortunate Events, and The Bad Beginning. And I think I've started this once or twice, but I don't think I've actually read the whole thing. It was good. I just didn't have a lot of motivation to finish it, and other readings caught my attention. But I have seen the television show for, oh, now it's gonna bother me, but the villain in it, he's in How I Met Your Mother. It's gonna come to me later, but he's the villain in it, and we really liked him. Oh my goodness, that's really gonna bother me. Okay, you know, I'm moving on. So The Bad Beginning, and this is on the list, and I'm excited to get to it. Okay, the next, I had to do the thing where I checked my camera to see if it was working, so there was a cut, but you know, again, still on my no editing journey. So Denim Shorts, a modern classic. I'm sure I've read this before, but I wanted to give it a reread, and that is The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe by C.S. Lewis. And this is a modern classic. Everyone knows about this book, and this is on the list. Okay, Hometown Shorts, a book set from the place you live. That would be John Steinbeck's The Red Pony. I guess I had read this summer that he set the majority of his books in the Central Valley of California, and that's where I'm from, which really delighted me at the time. The Red Pony is on the list. I'm especially excited to get to this book because Steinbeck won the Nobel Peace Prize, and a lot of it was based on this book. And so, I don't know, I have high hopes for it, and I really do hope it's good. I don't really know anything about it. I just know the accolades that it has. All right, Skort, a book that mixes genres or doesn't fit into a genre. Though it is a classic, this is also, you know, it's a classic, and I didn't know what to put for this, so I kind of like stretched a little bit, but it's Daphnis and Chloe. This is a classic. I'm trying to read a bit more classic, so it's very short. And this, I was looking up for this style. It's rhetorical and pastoral. So I figured maybe that was kind of like mixing styles. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really have a lot of genre bending stuff, unless they're picture books, and then they're kind of, you know, always genre bending a little bit, you know. So yeah, this is my choice for Skort. All right. Boxer Shorts, a comfort read. Oh, and that is Island of the Blue Dolphins by Scott Odell, or Odell, rather. I've had this book for a very long time. I love books that are set in nature and sort of living among nature. And so I think that I'll find this very comforting. My husband read it, I think in like middle school, and he loved it and recommended it to me years and years ago. But I haven't gotten around to it, so perfect time to get to this. Okay, Gym Shorts, a book to get your pulse racing. And that would be Witch Child. This is on the list, and it's supposed to be about a girl who either lives with witches and then she's part of a witch hunt. I'm really not sure, but it looked really good, and it looked like one of those things that would get me kind of, you know, excited and get my heart pumping, and so this is my choice for that. And then Ripped Short, a slasher or murder mystery. I would either have to go to the library to find a murder mystery book, but I figured why not like blend two events together, and so I'm going to be reading Hamlet by Shakespeare for this prompt, because I think there is murder in it. I know that there's murder in it. But yeah, so Hamlet, and it's very short and it's little, and I don't even remember if I've read it all the way through. I'm sure I've read it for class, but it's been a long time. Okay, so Hamlet by William Shakespeare. Okay, and that actually is the perfect transition. Did I plan it so it would transition perfectly into SHAKETEMBER? Maybe I did. Maybe I was just looking for something to put for the murder mystery prompt. But let's talk about SHAKETEMBER. There is a book that is on the list, my official 1001 children's books that you must read before you grow up. And it's Tales from Shakespeare by Charles Lamb. And I actually found that as an audiobook through my library. And right now I'm trying not to listen to a lot of audiobooks because I'm trying to sub-vocalize less to boost my reading speed. And but this particular audiobook is done by a theater company, and that really excited me and piqued my interest, so much so that I really did want to listen to it. And I thought, okay, well, what better time than now, SHAKETEMBER, to listen to a bunch of versions of Shakespeare's plays adapted for young readers. And so I'm going to be listening to that. Also, I put on hold at the library some of Shakespeare's sonnets, one of which has an introduction by Harold Bloom and our beloved Steve Donahue here on YouTube. He talks about Harold Bloom, and of course I know who Harold Bloom is. I'm sure I've had interactions with his work and his books and things like that, but I wanted to get something with the Harold Bloom, and why not read an introduction by the Harold Bloom for the Shakespeare. So the way I'm participating in SHAKETEMBER is reading Hamlet and reading some of Shakespeare's sonnets. That's my plan. I'm really excited about it. It's been a very long time since I have interacted with the bard, so to speak. Again, a little cut, because it's the camera. Love my camera. Find it kind of annoying, but I'm kind of unwilling to change my setup right now. Okay, so two final things. I have some buddy reads scheduled. Tentatively, I might be reading Wolf Hall with a group of people. I haven't heard an update on that, and I'm just gonna, wait in case that group wants to move it to a different month, because I would like to read it with a group. But Larry from Larry Has Opinions, he and I decided that to read The Hours together, because The Hours is on both of our TBRs, and we were like trying to figure out a time to put it in, and why not in September. So The Hours by Michael Cunningham, and it's a Pulitzer Prize winning novel. I've heard really good things about it. I also need to read some Virginia Woolf after I read The Hours, because I know that The Hours is based on a Virginia Woolf book that I haven't read. But we're learning and growing over here on my channel, and so yeah, I was excited to get to it. And then my final book is a buddy read with Sandy from Miss Reads a Lot, who is just a lovely, lovely person, both on BookTube and off. I could say the same thing about Larry, except we don't have many interactions off of BookTube, but I've interacted with Sandy off of BookTube, and she's just the same as she is on camera as she is off, and I really appreciate that. But Unbroken is, I believe on her list, it's been on my to-be-read list for years. My parents got this for me years ago, and I have been meaning to read it ever since. And I've read Seabiscuit by Lauren Hillenbrand, and it was fantastic. It was such a great read. And now, I'm going to read her other book, Unbroken, which I've heard really, really good things about. And that is it. That is my juicy, very well-packed September to be read. I hope to get to all of it, but again, time will tell, and I guess we'll see at the end of September. Please let me know what you're reading. Are you reading any of these? Are you participating in any events? I really do want to know. Please leave that in the comments below. I love hanging out in the comments section and seeing what you guys are saying and reading and all of that. But thank you mostly for spending your time with me. I really appreciate it, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye, guys.